Yo guys, I got this battle here for you against a random guy. I'm tired of battling random people, so like if you want to add me on Skype or MSN and we can have a match if you're good. So I send out my Inferno, he sends out his, and I don't want to play with the speed tie here and I don't want to get faked out. So I go into my Rapier to take the fake out if he's gonna do that. Or whatever. I thought that if he's stating he was going for a fake out, but obviously he seems to be in the same situation, decided to switch out here. And I know he doesn't want to stone it, so I predict his switch and go for an earthquake. That works out perfectly because he goes into his Steelix, as I thought he pretty much might. Now here I'm predicting the Stealth Rocks, but I don't want to risk going into Infernip on that. Because on the off chance that he goes for an earthquake of his own. So I just stay in and go for another earthquake, taking the Stealth Rocks without switching into my Inferno. And now I'm predicting here that he wants to save his Steelix. So I'm going to go for a Stone Edge. Works out like a charm because it goes into his Salamence. And luckily my Stone Edge does land, taking it down to a very low. It barely survives because of Intimidate. I'm predicting the Draco Meteor here. I'm going to my Scissor to take it. Probably not well, but he goes for an earthquake, and that's even better, I think. It probably does a bit less damage, maybe, depending on his set. But anyway, it turns out he has Life Orb and goes down, which is fantastic. He goes into his Infernape here, and I don't want to switch into it on anything because I don't want to take 2 consecutive hits with anything. So I go for the Bullet Punch and get a crit. He stays in and goes for the Flamethrower, takes out my Scizor as I was expecting. So now here I'm going to go into my Rapier because I know I can take a close combat with these. But he goes for the Grass Knot, and I usually don't see Grass Knot on Inferno anymore, so that was too bad. I took a gamble there hoping he didn't have Grass Knot. And I lose my Rapier like a chump. So now I go into my own Inferno, deciding now I'm going to actually play with the Speed tie. But he decides not to deal with that and switches out into his Steelix, his Death Fodder. So that gets taken up pretty easily with a close combat. Did that just slow down or something? Anyway, into his Zapdos, and my Umbreon can take loads of Zapdoses, can take Zapdoses all day, all night, all week. So I go into Umbreon, I get Toxic, Synchronize is going to Toxic the Zapdos back. And I have Heal Bell, so I'm pretty comfortable. Here, I think I'm going to go for the Heal Bell, either the Heal Bell or the Wish. As he goes for his Thunderbolt, which won't do much damage, because I'm max special defense, and yeah, I go for the Heal Bell. After turning attacks are taking a long time. He Toxics again, just to keep the pressure on me, I guess. A pretty good move, because Toxic is a pain to get rid of. As I go for the Wish here. So, we're just kinda chilling. After turn effects are going on, blah blah blah. Toxic. As he goes into his Infernip, and I think I go for the Bark out here, right? I was predicting his switch into something. I guess the Infernip. And I wanted to weaken its special attack. Especially since I'm now going to go out into my Frog, my Toxicroak. As he goes for the Nasty Plot, getting him up to +1. I'm going to go straight for the Sucker Punch here, not fooling around. But he predicts that and goes for a Nasty Plot, which is good for him. But I'm just going to keep going for the Sucker Punch. I mean, I have risk assessment capabilities, and the risk of not going for the Sucker Punch is much greater than the risk of going for the next Sucker Punch. So that works out. It takes him out, and I'm chilling. I'm cool. So I'm going to switch out here. Obviously, don't want to stay in with a Reuniclus, and go into my Infernape. He goes for the Calm Mind, and I decide that I'm going to lock him into that with my Encore. But this is actually a very dangerous situation for me, because if I don't really have much to take him out. My Flamethrower won't do much with all the Calm Minds he's doing out of close combat, won't do much. So I go for the taunt here, intending to make him struggle. But he switches out, thank goodness actually, and into his Zapdos. Taunt is great there, it can't roost, it can't toxic anything else. But I don't want to stay in for a Thunderbolt either. So I'm gonna get out of there and go into my Umbreon. Take the Thunderbolt pretty easily. And I believe that I'm gonna go for a Wish here. I don't think I Heal Bell. I think I go for the Wish. Right, the better move is to go for the Wish, I think. As he switches out into his Reuniclus. So, the Wish is in the air. I don't want to take the Focus Blast. He's also going to go for a Focus Blast. He wouldn't risk going for a Psychic. So I'm going to get out of there and go into my Moth, my Shiraiya, my Volcarona. And I take the Focus Blast like a charm. And then I'm going to get the Wish right back up. So Volcarona's at peak form against a Reuniclus. Things are good. So I'm thinking there's no way in hell he's gonna stay and he's gonna switch to his Burungeru. Because I saw that Burungeru Jalescent in the team preview. So I'm like, he's gonna switch to that. Let's counter it with Umbreon. But he stays in and goes for a Calm Mind. I know Bug Buzz should have been able to take it out. So that's a real pain. If I had just gone for a Bug Buzz, I would have been in a good situation. But now I'm messed up because I'm into my Umbreon, he's setting up, I'm in trouble. I don't want him to keep getting attacked, so I go for the Bark Out, does some damage, lowers his special attack. He goes for the Focus Blast. I actually survived that, which is fantastic. But Toxic is going to kill me off right now. So I'm feeling stupid because I pretty much wasted my Umbreon and let his Reuniclus live. I guess he was predicting my switch out or something. Outplayed me, I guess. So I go into my Moth right now, and now he's gonna switch out. Go into his Mr. Pringle. And I go for the Morning Sun to be at peak. Because I don't like leaving my Moth at half health when Stealth Rocks are on the field. So now I'm gonna get out of there. I'm gonna go into my Toxicroak predicting the Surf, or the Toxic. Either one I can take. And that happens. So I'm pretty cool. I'm predicting his switch now into Reuniclus. So I go into my Moth. And he does switch out, but he goes into his Zapdos, which is a lot better play for him and a lot worse for me. I don't have Umbreon anymore to take his hits forever. So I need to do something with this Zapdos. And I believe here I decide to go for a Fire Dance, just to try to do as much damage as possible. Hoping that it would kill, but not too enthusiastic about that, because Zapdos is pretty damn bulky. I get the special attack raise though. But he gets a Toxic on me. And Umbreon is gone, so I can't Heal Bell the Toxic off. So that's a very significant play, because now my Moth, it can't stall things out indefinitely. Especially when it comes to the Burungeru, in case it didn't have Toxic of its own. Although I think it does, as you'll see later. So now he switches that into Wall Me. As I go for the Morning Sun to get back in full health, because I'm not going to switch out at half health and poison with Stealth Rocks on the field. It doesn't make any sense. Right, he's in with that thing, and he switches out, and I predicted that. So good. I go for the Bug Buzz. I actually predicted his switch into Reuniclus, so he does a much safer thing by going into Zapdos. But I did predict his switch there. It's just too bad he went into Zapdos instead of Reuniclus. But now he does something I don't understand. He goes into Reuniclus now, rather than going back into Burungeru. I don't know why he did that. Because I can't do much to Burungeru, but I can take this thing up in one hit. And this thing is a major threat to my Toxicroak and the other guys, and my Infernape, who are the only two Pokemon I have left, I think. So I don't know why he would decide to do that and leave his Burungeru as the only thing left. That kind of sealed his fate. I mean, I might have been able to handle the Reuniclus otherwise, but it would have been a lot harder for me if he had gone into his Jalescent first. Anyway, I'm in here now, I'm being Toxic Stalled. I see he has Protect, so I'm assuming that he does have Toxic. So he would have been able to Toxic Stall me too, even if I hadn't have gone the Toxic by Zapdos. But I'm just attacking him, and this Surf seals his fate. There's literally nothing he can do now to win, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go into my Infernape now. And if you'll remember, my Infernape has Encore. So all I have to do now is Encore him into Surf. The Surf will take out Infernape, and I only have 2 turns left of Encore. He has to go for Surf for the next 2 turns. But the Pokemon I have left is Toxicroak. And Surf can't do anything to Toxicroak. But Toxicroak has Sucker Punch, which is super effective against Duralessence. So all I have to do now is go for the Sucker Punch. He can do absolutely nothing except go for the Surf. Useless Surf. And yeah, that's the game. He can't do anything. His hand is forced. So that's a good game, random guy. I think he disconnected from the chat room or something. But anyway, if you guys want to battle me and you're confident battlers, add me on Skype or MSN. Because I like to, meet you guys and have some good games. Anyway, leave a comment please, leave a like if you want to, and I'll see you later. Take care.